Hey, what up, it's your boy Kadrae, and Final Fest is coming up Friday, April 26th. Today, I'm being joined with DJ Tight Pants.
What's up?
As well as a trumpet player for the band Daydream, Dalton. How are you doing today?
Doing good, Kadrae. How's it going, man?
Hold the mic up closer to yourself. What
Yeah,
you doing?
you got it. How you doing, man?
Doing good, doing good. So, Dalton, your band has a brass section. You're a trumpet player. So, describe your band Daydream.
Okay, cool. So it's half rhythm and half horn section. The horn section is trumpet, and then 2 saxes, 1 alto, 1 tenor, and then a trombone player. And we've now got a French horn player as kind of an adjunct as well. She's been doing a feature with us that our band arranged for her, and now she's got like original part in an original song that we premiered at the Central Standard gig that we did at the end of last March. So we're between 3 and 5 horns in any given chart, depending on which one it is. And then the rhythm is pretty straightforward. We got a keyboard player on adjunct, and we got guitar and bass player, Riley, who's the founder full-time, as well as 2 percussionists, 1 on drum set and then 1 on general auxiliary. So it's a pretty beefy band.
That's awesome. So I know on Facebook you guys have, and maybe it's been a while since you updated your Facebook genre, but dubstep is in there. Are you guys?
Yeah.
Any dubstep?
Yeah. So this band is definitely like a big old conglomeration, not just of people, but of genres, right? And Riley, the founder, back in some of his younger and more risque days, you might say, he would go to like EDM festivals on the reg and check out that kind of music, and he sank really deep into it, and little flavors of that will make its way into various charts.
Nice.
I like that.
I wasn't sure if it was just like, oh, let's just throw that.
No,
in there.
and it's cool because it's the way it's written is it's a lot of the stuff is through composed, and the horn sections is an active participant in this kind of mashup that you would expect from an EDM dubstep kind of
That's
thing.
awesome.
So
It's cool.
It's just kind of a new twist on it.
I used to, I DJ a little bit. I used to DJ a lot. Kind of when I started was getting in the radio thing. I started as a DJ,
Right.
And I did a bunch of the EDM shows. But like my genre, like when I made my Facebook page, was just like party, dance party, yeah. So like I didn't know if it was like a random thing or if like
No, it's just
awesome.
one of many.
That's cool. Awesome.
So your guys' sounds very unique to yourself. How do you see your fit in the band? Like, what's everyone's different type of personas? Because it sounds like there's a lot of people, and it's all different types of people coming together to make something really great. Like, how would you describe your part of the band?
So being a member of the horn section, all the horns have different kind of backgrounds. My background is very jazz and kind of orchestra oriented. I grew up in a household that was very in kind of that genre of music. My father plays in an orchestra, and so that was the sound that was always in my head. And then whenever I got to school, I began acquiring new things. You know, jazz comes in here, and then jam band comes in here. It's like, oh, what do you mean? You can have a horn section in a band? And everyone's like, yeah. And then I remember back in the days when Mom would clean the house listening to Chicago, and I'm like, oh, duh, why didn't I remember that? So suddenly those things all kind of begin to link together. Okay. Even this project, you know, is compiled with a lot of stuff. There's a lot of jazz and funk influence. There's a lot of EDM and dubstep influence, but a lot of like the way the pieces are put together is very much in the vein of that kind of, I don't want to say academic necessarily, but it's all very intentional. And that kind of structure is something that we all kind of have. A lot of us have, I mean, frankly, a lot of us are bachelor's and a lot of master's degrees. Most of us are educators, like in various colleges around the area, and have private studios. So we're very appealed to by that nature, by that kind of formed complexity. Makes it really fun for us.
And so, what got you guys interested in wanting to be a part of this Final Fest Music Festival?
I mean, we love playing, and we've done Final Fest stuff before. We've done the Pop-Up Park before, and the Pop-Up Park is one of my favorite places to play in Wichita. It's a blast. And we knew this was going to be a big deal, and you know, we claim ourselves as being ICT based, so we got to do stuff that's, you know, ICT blood, right? Like that's the deal. Yeah. So we're in it. We're ready to go. We've been telling everybody we're super excited about it.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it too. It's such a great lineup. What band and artist are you most excited for?
Oh gosh. That line is so huge. It's Cartwheel is playing, right?
Yes, Cartwheel's playing, yes.
That's one of my favorite little ones that's come out recently, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm partially biased because Riley was a founding member of that project. Mm-hmm. But even listening to it, aside from that, that's like a band that I've been really digging and like going to see. Awesome. So that's who I'm on board for.
It's such a like super diverse lineup. Like obviously you guys doing your thing, but then there's a lot of like indie alternative bands like Cartwheel. There's like a hip hop, soul, jazzy kind of band too. Levelheads. It's gonna be an awesome show. Like music for everybody. So even if like people are just walking down the street, they might hear something they like, stumble into the pop-up park. Right. I mean, there's gonna be a like crazy amount of people. So like they're gonna know something's going on.
I'm
obviously.
thinking of this as like a little mini prelude to Riverfest, right?
Yeah.
Because Riverfest is like this idea, but expanded over a week, and this is like a taster. It's like a way of getting everybody in the group.
Yeah. You talked earlier about being part of Daydream, obviously, but how long have you guys been together as how long has Daydream project been something?
So May next month is going to be our 3-year anniversary of officially being together as a band.
Yeah, and so it's been in the ICT for 3 years. How have you seen the music scene grow in this past 3 years?
Oh man, the first thing that comes to mind is all the ownership changes among a lot of the venues. The two ones that come to mind are Donut Hole and Barleycorns, being the most recent one, which is exciting because that one was really good under Adam Hartke and the previous ownership. So I'm really excited to see how they keep on growing because they did a lot of good stuff to it. Seeing a lot more people come in from out of town as well, especially for Riverfest. That lineup, as soon as I saw that Trombone Shorty was going to be here, I knew that this year was going to be slamming. That's the one that I'm like super jazzed about. So I'm noticing like that kind of thing, like the festivals we already have are getting larger and more substantial, and so it's cool to like kind of see that from the inside out a little bit.
Yeah,
it seems like we're getting. I mean, we talk about diversity in Final Fest, but just shout out Adam Hartke because he's been doing a lot of stuff and booking a lot of bands like that we haven't had in Wichita before. So, and with all his venues, it's cool that there's a lot of different spots to catch a lot of different kinds of music. And I'm excited about the Barleycorns thing too because it seems like they're even going to push it more. They're trying to push it even more.
Yeah,
to the next level.
Everyone is raising the standards. As the day that those the Wu-Tang Clan pre-sale tickets came out for the Wave, that was a big hit. Like that's the kind of thing.
That announcement was so big. Like, it was everywhere. Facebook, Twitter, everyone was just talking about it.
Everybody that I worked with, I was like, okay guys, this is like a serious event. Like this is Halley's Comet, but for like hip hop, not to be missed.
Yeah, awesome.
So stuff like that.
Cool.
Raising the bar.
Yeah, Final Fest again coming up Friday, the 26th.
ICT Pop-Up Park, 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. It's going to be free music, free art show, as well as amazing food trucks. Stop on by whenever you're available. What time is Daydream playing?
We're going on 5 o'clock.
Woohoo! 5 o'clock, so it's just when you're getting off the workday. If you missed the first few acts, don't worry. Daydream's going to be at 5 o'clock. There's going to be food trucks, so don't worry about dinner plans. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Awesome. Well, thanks for hanging out, man.
Yeah, it's great to be here with y'all.
Awesome. Thank you.
Cheers.